I denied that I found you. I tried to be a basket case. I did not surprise you. I'm trying to find a signal fire. Let me know when I should move. You amplified in the sound, justified in the way you make me breathe. Magnified in the sound, Good evening, lords and ladies. My name is DJ Craigie. I'm joined with my amazing co-host, Ming Chow Clementine Wu, and our awesome guest, Arch Sweet. Welcome to the Progeny Behind the Fang podcast.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks so much for being here, and hello to you all.
So, we're going to start it off with our most favorited question. Arch Sweet, so tell us, who's your daddy? As they say.
I think pretty much everybody knows my dads are Aperion Oberon and retired Arch Ledge. They are incredible mentors and people. I've been with them in Ravensclaw for 8.5 years.
Oh.
Wow, that's a long time.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
And that's
They're great people.
Quite the pair. That's awesome.
Yes, lucky girl.
Thank you. I'm very lucky.
Yes, I've had the pleasure of meeting
I bet they
both of
feel
them.
lucky too.
Thank you.
Oh, definitely. And plenty of awesome grandchildren too, so.
Right? There's a lot of them.
Well, that's awesome. So,
Okay. Well, I guess we'll move on to the next question then. We know who her daddies are. So now, Arch Sweet, we want to know about your first blood, your first hunt, or your first feeding. I bet you have an exciting tale to tell us.
Yes. I wasn't sired by Arch Ledge originally. I was sired by his second at the time, a guy named Kyle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
it was it was in the old homestead. You're turned in the basement, and it was huge catacombs. You could get lost in there for hours. So after I was turned, which was, it was not what we do now. We make such a big deal, and it's formal, and it's lavish.
Celebration.
I think, yes, absolutely. I think we had bikinis on. And
Nice.
they're like, yeah, let's go do this. In a little cubby with the progeny altars and everything. It was, and he took me to Big Daddy's to feed. He just told
80s
me
club.
what buttons, right? He said, just click this button. Never told me to scan. Never taught me anything about the system. I threw up in the middle of Big Daddy's on the dance floor, and I was mortified. It was such embarrassing
Oh,
thing
no.
in my life. Well, pretty close to the most embarrassing thing. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? Yeah, it was, yeah.
Wow.
I
That,
wish it was a better
Oh, that's quite the tale.
Right?
And
Oh, yeah.
and I feel your pain because of all places, too.
Right. You know how crowded it is there. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
That's amazing. That's an amazing story.
Wow, okay. So we now know about her first feed. So tell us, How about your first, or they call it fang bang, or your first confrontation with another vampire? How was that?
Well, I really had no idea what to do. And I was out hunting with, my partner at the time, and, Heaven, DJ Heaven was in our bloodline, and, her partner at the time. And it was a 4-on, half of them were invisible. I mean, you only saw name tags. I died.
Oh
no!
I died. It was my very first time. I died. So I said I went to go get a potion from the sim, and Aperion Oberon was there, and he's like, what happened? What's going on? I said, I just got killed. And I must have had, I don't know, it was an obscene amount of potency on me.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like, where? Let's go. He sat, it was somewhere in the middle of the ocean, the Blake Sea, somewhere, and, lay down, you. And he sat on this thing and watched the fight. He didn't dove the land. He sat above and watched like a sorcerer spinning the ocean. It was the coolest thing. We had so much fun. I think we were there for like 2 hours once he fixed it.
Oh my gosh.
And I could go back and try and fight again.
Those are the best ones, I think, too, so that's awesome.
Yeah, that's jumping right in with both fangs. That's amazing.
It was definitely fun.
Well, and that's the best part about it. That's, wow.
Yeah.
I gotta say, that's one heck of a story. I like it.
Me too. Okay, Orange Sweet. So here comes the next question. So with knowledge comes great power. So what is your current status in progeny? And if you can also tell us, what have you learned about progeny? And anything about role play you'd like to tell us?
Okay, yeah. I think that as an arch, I've been a blood regent for over almost 2 years. As an arch, I'm just learning that side of things now. But as a blood regent, Archledge and I work very closely together. And it's, to me, role-playing with your family is important, but maintaining relationships outside of your bloodline as well. When I became blood regent, I noticed that I really had been more concerned maybe with my family for all these years. And I really didn't know a lot of the arches or the regents one-on-one. I only knew situations where I'd have to be like, hey, listen, or hey, what do you think about this?
Okay.
Then starting with going to the Arch Conclave about a year ago, I have met and really have formed a lot of different friendships, and people who you see their role play is different than who they are. I think it's important to not be closed-minded.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
Not. It's
and go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to agree with you. It's definitely important to keep an open mind on that.
For sure.
I think that there's a lot of interesting people out there, and if you take the time to look through the wiki, if you even introduce yourself to one person on that wiki that you've never met before a week, you will grow leaps and bounds. Your role play will get better. Your experience in PV will be better. And I think that makes you a better, not just a better person, but it makes you better for the system.
Oh,
and
definitely.
It makes the system so much better because now you're not sticking within your own. You're reaching out and trying to create activity.
Yes, and you're a much better character as well.
Right.
For not only yourself, but for everyone else to enjoy.
Absolutely.
Which is...
I love that wiki. I love read everyone's stories, their characters. I love it. I recommend everyone goes and takes a look at that. Some very interesting characters and backstories on there.
And the Infernals do an amazing job keeping it updated and filling
They
it in.
do. It's a lot of work.
I wish more people
Except
would
me,
fill
I need to fill in myself. Oh no.
See, there you go. That's a project for you.
It is. I have it. I have it written now. It's been unposted. I don't know why. I should do that today. Definitely. So they say.
Great idea.
They say time is an illusion when you can live forever. What do you live for? Like, what gets you out of the coffin every morning?
My family. They're my world. Anybody who knows me knows that I'd do anything for them. I have the best kids, and I'm a mom of littles in SL, and I know not everybody gets that, but I'm surrounded by wonderful people, and it enriches my life. And I just think that that's special. That's a good reason to get up and get out of the coffin, and a nice warm cup of blood in the morning makes things work and get you ready for the day.
Well, definitely.
Yes.
Gives you something to look forward to each day as well.
It does. And you have a very large family. You're very dedicated to your family. I think everyone knows that in the community.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. We come in droves. Events, that's for sure. It's
a beautiful thing.
It is. I get teased about it a lot. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, definitely. And it must feel good to know when you walk in the room, they're like, there's Mama Bear.
Yeah. It's a good feeling. Or you see somebody who calls you mom and you're like, oh, they must be new. Somebody's got a new name attached to their end. Sometimes you just never know.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. The family is the most important thing. I agree. I love my family. And they definitely keep me going.
You both have great families, big families too.
Yes, Infernal Ming, the Wu clan is growing.
I feel very lucky. Yes, I feel very lucky. I have a good group of people. Mostly outcasts and misfits and renegades, but they're very loyal. They're a great team. I really enjoy being family.
Special.
Yeah, absolutely. They are a diverse group.
Yes, Carpe Northam is definitely diverse. I will say that. Diverse, loyal, and it's really awesome. So.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. Okay, so here's the quote of all quotes. So my past is everything I failed to be. So, Archsweet, what scars do you feel that you have from your time in Progeny? Is there anything you would change about your past? Any regrets? That's a loaded question. I'm sorry. I always get the loaded. I get the loaded ones. He gets the fun ones.
Oh.
Okay, I always play the bad guy. I'm good.
What I would change? Gosh, I really don't know. I wish I could change the fact that I took a break a couple summers ago because I'd had some real life stuff happening. I wish I could have changed that. It really is hard because when you come back, I was only gone 2.5 months, I think. And when I came back, it was, you don't realize how quickly SL moves, but then Progeny moves 10 times faster. Because
you can have somebody
who's a clan jumper and be in 3-4 clans in 1 week. You come back and you're not sure. You know, and I was checking in SL, but I wasn't playing the game actively. That, I wish I didn't have to do that because I felt like I had to almost start over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your family knows who you are, they know where you're at, and then you come in and kind of role shift. Something I wouldn't change are the relationships I've had and I've formed, the alliances I'm in. You know, my sister Wicked's amazing. Her family is just precious to me, and Arch Zoe and Arch Rain and their amazing families. It's really grown to be quite large. An awesome network of friends, and I just think it's absolutely, it's a wonderful situation to be in.
Yeah.
I agree, and I must say, that's where I started in Progeny, was through your sister Wicked. She was the one who brought me in. It was, and their family, well, I still consider them family in a way, but, like, you know, they're very precious to me too, and just certain people in Progeny that you meet that, you know, you never would have met otherwise.
Right.
It just sticks with you.
Sometimes, right, it doesn't matter where you go, you know they're always there. And that is really something not everybody can say they have. So it's like having a job that you love and you go to and it's like a vacation for you. Having those people in your life is really, really precious.
Definitely. And like,
certainly,
from the people I met through, we'll say Trinity to Ravenos to Harbingers of Blood, like from Church Horngold, you just, it's amazing. Some of the personalities, I'll tell you. Well, so what are the future of Progeny do you see happening? Any insight you can give us or foreshadowing of the future of Progeny?
Well, I think that we're going to see more roleplay coming. I think.
Oh, good.
You know, it's hard because so many people RP differently. And last summer when the arches vanished, it was hard to roleplay when you had so many active want to be part of players. So I think if we're able to create something new, team roleplay, where it might be 20 people who sign up to roleplay on or in a situation, and then they're up against this group, I think that would be awesome to see, and it's something I want to talk to Arch Conclave about, because they really do love the roleplay. And unfortunately, I had no idea how many IMs you get a day just because of your title. I mean, having a big family aside, it's a very busy position.
Yeah, for sure.
I would imagine so, and the questions, and it's just
everybody needs something.
Everybody wants and needs something. You're exactly right. I think they're great. There's so many interesting questions, and then you'll just get that one who's like, "Hi," and they give you a hug, and you're not quite sure. They're new to somebody else's clan, and they just want to say hi. I want to introduce myself. Yeah. They're doing that one person a week thing from the wiki. It's great. There's good things to come, and you know, summer is a hard time to be active in SL. So many people just turn off the computer and don't come back to the fall.
Yep, definitely, and it's
Although right now with the quarantine, it's a little bit different. It's changing it up, but
just going to say it might be a busier summer than normal due to the situation of what we're all facing. So hopefully it'll be a good thing for people to get to know each other, though.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I must say it has been a real honor to have you here on the Progeny Behind the Fang podcast. It's
been very exciting, a true honor. Do you have any parting words for the community, ArchSuite?
Any advice for the newcomers?
Advice from the newcomers: scan everybody you can and keep track of them. You never know who you're going to run into, and I run contests for who finds the most unique scan. So scan everybody.
Ooh, good.
Just regular closing words, you know. It doesn't take much to say a kind word. A kind word in chat without egging somebody on to be a schmuck.
Definitely.
It doesn't take much to say a kind word. So I hope people just take that into consideration when they come in. Somebody's having a hard day, and a kind word and a smile is enough to just really turn that around.
Yep, and brighten anyone's day, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Well, that's some great advice. Well,
Yes.
well,
And
ladies,
don't throw up in the middle of Big Daddies. Make sure you scan, right? Maybe there's still a blood stain on the floor over there, ArchSuite. You never know.
It could be. I don't think I've been there since. It could be.
You just never know.
Oh, I did the same thing at a safe hub. It wasn't as busy, but it was equally as mortifying, I think. Well, thank you very kindly for joining us tonight. It has been a real honor.
Thank you so much, ArchSuite. We really appreciate it. I know a lot of people look up to you, and so it's great. I am looking forward to hearing the feedback. I hope you enjoyed being here with us this evening. Good night to all of the community.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks again.
Thank you. You too.
Keep their